All right, so it is Tuesday night, which means it is time for Just a Tip Tuesday. Now, tonight, I want to talk to you about technology and the role that it can play in our workouts and our performances. And then also, more importantly, is the debilitating aspect of having those electronics. So, I'm sure that if you're working out, you probably use technology of some sort. You may use one of these speakers as you're working out. I use this in my gym. You may use a Garmin. This is my Garmin for my bike. Perhaps you have a Garmin for triathlons. You may have a Fitbit for your steps, for your cycling, for your heart rates. You may have a phone for map my ride, map my run, food counting, sleep. This thing does everything now. You may have headphones, right? Little wireless headphones for your runs, your rides. Anytime you leave your house, you may have some of these. You may have a heart rate monitor for your Garmin or your, heck, I don't even know, your Polar or your whatever. But anyways, the point is that there's tons of technology that you can use, and those are all great. They can provide a lot of data, tell you how well you're doing, how fast you're going, if your heart rate's too high, if it's too low. So they give you a lot of parameters within your workouts. However, and I'm sure most of you have reached this point before, where you're getting ready to go on a run, you're getting ready to do your workouts, and all of a sudden, this thing is dead. You're going to go on a bike ride, but holy crap, my Garmin is dead, so I can't go on my bike ride. I've got to charge this. Maybe you're going for a run, your headphones are dead. So you can't go for a run because you got to wait and charge these things up because you just can't get a great workout without your headphones in. And so we come to these crossroads where we're putting our workouts on hold because of these devices. And so my overall tip is while these things can be great, while we can get great data, if they're dead, if the batteries run down, if you are traveling and you forget it, go ahead and do your workout anyway. Sometimes, hell, even if your device is charged up, maybe you go and do your workout without your technology anyway, just to go without. It's great to be able to listen to your body and go on that bike ride or that run without your headphones. Just listen to your breathing, listen to your body. You can do the same workouts without your heart rate monitor, and the same thing. Just kind of listen to your body and feel, how your body's feeling, how your heart rate is. Are you breathing too hard? Are you not? Go without a Garmin. You don't need to see how fast you're going on the bike or what your pace is on the run. Learn to listen to your body and just go without. So, I've been there before where I've, stopped and decided that I needed to charge up a device before I went on a run or a ride or a workout. I was even at a bike race a couple of years ago, and I forgot my Garmin. I was in Colorado, I forgot my Garmin in California. And instead of just doing the race without a Garmin, I drove about 2 hours away to buy a new Garmin and drove back. And here's the thing, the race was going to be the same without it. I'd already trained. There wasn't really anything that I could do. And so time I could have been better spent resting those 4.5 hours the day before the race instead of driving to an REI to get another Garmin. So my tip today is use technology, but don't become dependent on it. Still be able to, be aware of what you're doing without the technology. If you're getting started and you're working out, it's not going to make a huge deal anyways. Chances are, if you're just getting back into fitness or cycling or running or swimming or whatever it is, your heart rate's not going to be a huge deal. You're going to know you're kind of getting out of breath. The speed isn't going to matter. More or less you're just trying to get back into things and ease back into it. So pace and speed and watts and all those kind of things aren't going to matter as you're getting back into fitness. And if you're training for an event, whether it's a bike ride, a triathlon, run, or whatever it is, it's also good to do some training without that, because in those circumstances where maybe you forget your Garmin, maybe you forget your heart rate monitor, maybe you forget your headphones, it's good to be able to know that you're able to do that event, do those runs, do those activities without that technology. So that is my tip for this Tuesday. Use technology, but don't become dependent on it. And that's what I have for the day. hopefully you can put this to great use. I will see you next week for Just a Tip Tuesday. Have a good night.